you doing? Queen Kitty back here? Don't mind me. Technical difficulties. But it's all good, though. It's all good. Everything's all good. Alright, let's actually... Let me make sure I close my stuff. Okay. Alright, let's sign in first, and then I'll go over everything. But yeah, don't worry, Lador, don't worry. It's all good. It's all good. I'm just happy to see you, and I'm just happy that you're alive. Man, so many paints. Wait a minute! I literally already went through all these pens. Game, what are you doing? I went through all those pens. Okay, that's for everything. Awesome. I need to get rid of... Why are there a bunch of pens on my game? Game, I have already gone through all these pens. Why are you acting like this is the first time ever I'm saying this? Okay, at least it's not pretending like my last stream never happened. Anyway, I just wanted to check in on that because I got a little bit paranoid. So, character checkup. Lador, in case you were curious and have not seen any of my streams in ages, I finally got through this to level 60. Mwahaha! I got her Psych Cube to 60, got her Renaissance to level 10, and I got this pattern, which apparently is the best pattern in the whole thing. Does the ultimate might damage. Which is definitely important because her ultimate is a literal killer. Yeah, no, that's understandable, Lador. I will probably feel the same way too. In fact, I get the feeling that I'm going to feel that way eventually at some point this month. Because Persona 5X is coming out later this month. And I'm going to be playing that as well. So, it's going to be interesting trying to balance with First 1999 with P5X. And then I started working on all my other characters. I managed to get Leon and 20 pulls during last patch. Although I will say I lost. I originally lost to Argus, but then 20 pulls later I got Leon. And then I started working on Medicine Pockets and Euphoria. And by that I got the first Euphoria. I got the first one. So now it's going to be 10% healing. Tennis, and blah blah blah. So yeah, everything's all nice and doing good. I got Noor, I got Loggerhead. I got several copies of Mr. Duncan.
Back in the favela, blackouts were pretty common in the summer. Folks would head to the roof.
Anyway. So I think that's enough catching up. And thankfully, thanks to the new mobile stream manager, I can easily see my own stream as well as my own timer. But yeah, I've been doing good. I went to the dentist yesterday. I got a new filling in. But usually when I go to the dentist and they do the filling fine, it usually like really hurts at the end when they have to like get the cap in and whatnot. That didn't happen this time. It was nice and smooth. Nice and quick. I went in, they did the fine, I came out. And then I got a milkshake. And then other than that, I can't really think of anything else that happened in my life since I think the last time we've seen each other. Nah, the dentist is actually one of the best dentists I've ever worked with. They are so charming. Like before they actually work on you, they actually like talk, and they're like really good conversationalists. Yeah. And, like, they're just so nice about it. Like, they're like, hey, just so you know, this will probably really hurt. And I'm like, thank you for the warning. I will hold my dad's hand super tight. And I did, in fact, have to do that. But other than that, nothing else. Usually with all my other dentists, before I moved to my current state, I always have such pains. But this one, beautiful, nice and done. Fabulous. But yeah, that's how I've been doing. And I'm actually very excited for later this week. Because on June 6th, which is not only my sister's birthday, but Sunless Zone Zero is finally coming to Xbox. And I have an Xbox. So I can finally catch up on that story. I am like a year behind. But other than that, that's pretty much it. Oh, look. Honestly, sorta same. I've been getting into the Pokemon Trader card game. And they keep releasing stuff out. As soon as I'm like, okay, good, I'm on a good pace. I might finally finish with all these cards on the mobile app. And then they're like, okay, here's some more. And I'm like, guys, I'm not even done with the last one. Yeah, that's fair, Lador, that's fair. Sunless is definitely not everywhere. It's not for everyone. It's definitely not for everybody. The only reason why I was able to handle it is because I play a bunch of other games like Persona and Warriors and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, this gunpowder's good. But yeah, that's how I've been doing. Okay, so recap for the last stream. Betrayal. That's basically what it was. Betrayal. So much betrayal. Oh yeah, I need to double check on OBS one more time. Okay, everything's looking good. But yeah, betrayal happened. Yeah, that is very fair, Lador. Very fair. Understandable. That's one of the things that I love about Reverse 1999, actually. They don't really go too much into fan service. They're like, hey, here's a really cool character. Here's a rocket. Here's an apple. Here's an invisible soldier. And honestly, kudos to that. But yeah, previously, here's Lucy. Yeah, the robot. But yeah, previously, so there was this really cool hot guy named Igor. And I was like really interested in him. And then he had like this random speech. And I was like, wow, you certainly got hot. And then immediately after that, he was like, oh, by the way, we actually met up with Madness Pentate. I have one of their masks. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, what are you talking about, sir? And then they met up with Elia. And Igor's like, actually, Arcana's alive. And I'm like, excuse me, what? What do you mean Arcana is alive? And then he's like, Elia, you're under arrest. I'm betraying the timekeeper. Bye-bye. And I'm like, what are you talking about? What is this 180? And things just got downhill from there. And then Angelnala literally slayed like a queen. She didn't murder, but at least now she's free. And I just gotta say, the first half of this chapter was like, yay! Yippee! We're doing things! I mean, the second half of it is like, I don't know. It's literally a flip-flop of what happened in chapter 3 with Baby Furton. We're just saying a lot. Okay. So, before we get into the next one, we have to get this. A photograph from 1961 peacekeeping mission in the Congo, with the photographer, exact date, and location all lost to time. That's great and all, but I want to check up on this star. Oh, skim view pages. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. Yeah, no, that's okay, Lador. That's all good. I'm an awesome background sound. Honestly, probably for the best bet, you're like, hey, Katie, you're muted. Cause imagine that the only background sound there was during this entire thing was just the game. No talking. Oh, okay, physics now you're saying quick. Awesome. Our last codex. 5. They are greedy. They are cruel. They want us to slaughter our own people, so we stand up. 6. We inspire to kindness and mercy. For this, we must sit at the round table with kings and cardinals. 65. When the sufferers sent by heaven come, they will, under the guidance of angels, suffer for the people, and the springs will cleanse them of their sins, and thus heaven will arrive. 589. Let those willing to be redeemed join us. Hold on, I gotta move my microphone. And let those unwilling be crushed by crumbling stone. 590. Be loyal to your kin. Protect the interest of your kin, and say nothing to mankind. Hold on. 591. Respect the elders, for their wisdom far exceeds yours. 605. Make the shaping of order your lifelong work and never cease. Okay, Santos, okay. Oh boy, I can already see what's going to happen here. The title itself. Stage 20. Farewell, Para. Which, by the way, I forgot to bring up. If this ends up being the finale stream for the chapter, and if I end early, like insanely early, I may do like an endcode, but I don't know whose endcode I'm gonna do. But either I'm gonna do an endcode, or I'll just raid someone early. One of the two. We'll see. If we finish the chapter early. We'll see. So, stage 20. Farewell, Para. Don't worry, I'm gonna hydrate Lodor. I remember you. You're the hydrator. I'm using the wrong water bottle. I was wondering why it was so hard to drink. It's the second water bottle. I'm supposed to be on the first one. Don't forget to bid the day farewell and the honor yesterday. So I technically already made a thumbnail for this Ford. Cause I was like, well, while I'm gathering my stuff for the other thumbnails, might as well slightly spoil myself and grab a screenshot from a future stage to use in what might be my last thumbnail VOD. And here's the thing, I didn't really spoil myself because I've watched the trailers. I watched all the trailers, so I know exactly what's going to happen here, and it's probably going to be this exact scene that I used in my soon-to-be thumbnail for this VOD. So let's see. I forgot to check the requirement. I hope I'm not about to die.
Eliminate all hostiles. Find Lopera and Dr. Doris.
Okay, Lador, can you hear that? Because I'm slightly paranoid. I'm making sure that everything sounds good. Like, can you hear all these people fighting each other? Man, they're really fighting each other, huh? Hopefully everyone can hear that. Maybe I have to check OBS while that's going on. Oh, I think I figured out why that happened earlier. But it would mean having to restart the computer. So I'm not going to do that. Following the Admiral's orders, Mulder has followed the tracker by Sentinel to the manor. But she has arrived too late. What remains of the Brotherhood have no desire to fight. They scatter, putting a swift end to the gunfire. The blood-splattered sugarcane field burns, and amidst the smoke and blood, Mulder searches for the doctor and her sister. Just as the chapel collapses, Lepera makes it through the front door.
Huh? Where have the Brotherhood guards gone?
Neither Duncan nor the Brotherhood guards greet her.
Molly!
Pera, thank goodness this tracker button still works. What happened in the chapel?
I had the fight with Santos, but he got away. Weren't you supposed to go to the veterans' residence?
She flashes a brief, bittersweet smile, but it's still a victory, albeit an imperfect one.
Rescuing the doctor is our top priority now.
Dr. Dorr sits on the muddy ground, cradling her typewriter.
I am so glad to see you safe, Doctor. Great job, Pera. Let's head back to the base with Dr. Doris.
What about the timekeeper?
She's on a new mission assigned by the Foundation. It's got nothing to do with us.
Sure, Moldor. Sure.
Father wants me to bring you and the doctor back to the base as soon as possible.
What do you mean? Why the sudden change of plan? What's going on here?
No one told her about this.
Just come already. We're evacuating Sao Paulo.
Evacuating? Since when was this the plan?
Evacuating? To where?
Just follow your orders, Lopera. The Admiral sent me to pick you up.
Then why didn't he tell me any of this?
I don't know. I'm sure he has his reasons.
In her hurry, she presents a reason her sister cannot argue with. Recognizing her hastiness, Moldor sighs.
Fine. We're heading south, to Tierra del Fuego. They've made preparations for us. Come on, Pera. Come with us. You, me, Father, Telimay, everyone. We'll all be there.
Everyone? Why didn't anyone tell me about this?
Because... Pera, you can ask questions later. We don't have much time.
Lepera knocks away her sister's extended hand, taking 2 steps back.
No. Why are we going to Tierra del Fuego? And why are we running out of time? What are you planning to do? Who's waiting for you in Tierra del Fuego?
She grips the revolver on her side. She hesitates, fear, confusion flashing across her face. Her gun is safe. Her gun is reliable. As long as she holds it, she won't be hurt. She pulls it from its holster and slowly raises the barrel to her sister. With a final crash of thunder, rain starts to pour. I knew it!
Who's behind all this? That jerk Ptolemy?
I knew this is where that scene came from. First of all, I saw this in the trailer. And second of all, I evidently spoiled myself a little bit because I was like, I will go ahead and make a thumbnail for this VOD. So I got this a vivid screenshot for it. Oh boy. Man, but it's gonna be dramatic.
No. Father gave these orders.
Moldor unbuckles her holster, reaching for her own gun. Drama.
Don't move!
Come on, Lopera. Lower your gun.
The handgun slips from his holster and falls to the ground. Moldor spreads her hands in a show of friendship, of sisterhood.
Father needs the doctor. We need her. Bring her back to the base and come with us to Tierra del Fuego.
Why? What are you going to do in Tierra del Fuego?
Seize the future, a future for all Arcanists. Father has embraced the preacher's promise.
Manus Vindicte.
A betrayal she had never imagined.
No. My family are not traitors.
Not in the past. Not now. Not ever. A hunter never willingly becomes the prey she once pursued.
Look, you don't have to do anything for them if you don't want to.
She tries to explain, but she can't even look her sister in the eye.
Just come with us. Come home.
Home. That single word makes La Pera waver.
Forgive me, Pera.
We are going to fight the sister now? Oh, and we're forced. Okay. Yay. Wait. Wow. That is going to be an interesting battle.
Me? Is everyone else dead?
Oh boy.
Show me what you got. What's going on? What's Pop planning to do?
What about you? Are you going to kill father and me? Like you did those traitors?
Ready, aim, fire.
Drop your weapon, Pera. It's time to come home.
Why didn't Pa tell me his plan? He doesn't trust me, does he? Did you come here to take me home?
Yes.
Hold on, I gotta fix my headphones. I still don't know why all that happened. My theory on why the audio got weird is because I started Reverse 1990. I booted up Reverse 1999 before I put OBS up, so it's kind of wonky.
You're lying, Molly. I've got some treble brew. Give this a taste. Ugh, that's nothing.
Enough is enough, Pera. You're wasting our time.
You mean the time for your scheme? Taking the doctor back is more important than me, right?
No. Pera, I want you to come home with me.
Home? You call that a home? With a traitor for a father and a sister who doesn't even trust me? Ready, aim, fresh from the crucible.
Well, that was quick!
Now, to divide the spoils, or should I say, a reasonable reallocation of the profits?
Not a good time right now, Tenet! This girl just killed her own sister. Taking advantage of La Para's moment of hesitation, Mulder launches an attack. As they wrestle, La Para pulls the trigger, the bullet shooting into the sky and startling a flock of birds. Finally, Mulder wrestles the gun from La Para's hand and knocks her to the ground. She lies there, winded and in pain.
Pa, why is he doing this?
The pain is the least of her problems. She simply can't understand how things have ended up this way.
For the good of us all, Pera. Consider your mission complete. I'll take over from here. Thank you for your service, Comrade Lopera.
Several Xeno soldiers returning from the sweep of the manor arrive at the lieutenant's side.
What's going on?
I'll handle this. Take the blind lady and retreat. Make sure she's safe.
The doctor offers no resistance, weakly surrendering to fate as she's taken once again. Mulder looks down at her fallen sister, her gaze cold.
I am sorry it has to end this way.
She raises her gun, aiming at her cherished sister.
Farewell, Hera.
Ah, not the name of the chapter! The rain grows heavier. Lapara's soaked body lies in the mud.
Crap. Has something gone wrong? Wait a minute. What's going on here?
He pauses at the echoing of the gunshot and scans his surroundings.
Xeno soldiers. What are they doing here?
As an experienced soldier, he knows not to act rashly. In the distance, a young female officer leads the soldiers and doctor doors away, but there's no sign of Lapara.
That's the doctor, isn't it? Why isn't Lopera with them?
Duncan cautiously makes his way to the chapel to search for her. The rain comes and goes.
Tranquilizer bullet. Ugh, I see.
As the effects of the tranquilizer wear off, Lapara can feel her soaked clothes sticking to her. She sees the tracker button. It's been destroyed. Mordor's bullet must have smashed it.
It's shattered.
Mordor's aim is as sharp as hers. They truly are sisters. She grips the fragments in her palm, trying in vain to piece them back together. But the rain washes them away. First her biological father, and now her adoptive one. Betrayal! Rejection!
How long have you been planning this?
There is no answer save for a crash of thunder. She has no one but herself.
Am I really the only one who knew nothing about it?
Did her siblings know? Did everyone else in her family know?
Was I ever actually accepted into this family?
The bittersweet thought burns in her chest, like fire. She poises herself up, her arms shaking as she heaves her body upright. Tears, rain, they both become one.
I have to tell the timekeeper. Mierda!
She pounds the ground, splattering her fist with mud. From the shadows of the trees, a familiar figure emerges. It's Duncan. He's running over to her.
Lopera!
Finally, some good news!
Duncan, you're okay. We have to hurt.
She tries to stand, but her legs give way, and she collapses again.
What happened? Why did your men leave you here all alone?
He supports the weakened Lapara. She gives him a sad smile.
Hurry back to the residence. It's Igor.
She can't bring herself to finish the sentence. The sky clears, and the heat of the blazing sun washes over them once more. Dun dun dun! Welp. I'm not actually slightly nervous that my computer is like slightly cursed right now. Because I remember I just updated, like I think the day after my last stream. So I hope it didn't change anything in terms of like the audio or anything like that. In fact, hold on. I'm actually going to close this game real quick first. I'm going to reset it. I'm going to do that real quick. I'm going to go double check the settings. Cause I just want to double check with the settings just to be safe. Cause here's the thing, on my headphones, I don't remember what setting it was originally. Okay, I just, fixed up some of the settings. Okay, so now I'm gonna reopen Reverse 1999. I mean, I think I should be more confident now and everything. Because I still don't know why any of that even happened, you know? It was so weird. Crap! Guys! Oh my god. I'm dumb. I hope my email was not just shown. I'm gonna blur that out when I get to the VOD. Cause I forgot that when I boot up Reverse 1999, it shows my email at the top. I really hope it's not going to kick me in the back later. Okay, good. I hope that when someone watches this VOD later, I hope nobody malicious will take advantage of that. But when I upload this to YouTube, I'm going to blur that immediately. If it did show up. I'm going to be so upset. Because I forgot that when I boot up this, it pops up my email at the very top. Like, hey, thank you for logging in. Yeah, you can't 100% confirm.
Come on in, friend. Doors always open.
Yeah. You know what? Hold on. I'm sorry to all of the VOD watchers right now, but I need to double check this. I'm going to go see if I can find my current VOD. And then if the email did in fact show up, then I think what I'm going to do is that when I'm done with the stream, I'm going to immediately bring that to YouTube. I'm going to blur that part, if I can. And then just immediately delete the VOD on Twitch. Man, today's just a scuff day.
Don't worry about it. It's good to zone out and clear your head.
No offense, Duncan, I do not need to hear you. I'm going through a crisis, sir. Thank you, Lodor, for sticking with me while I'm going through this. Man, everything sure loads really slow when I'm streaming. Anyway, it should be in videos. Because I know lately with some people that I've been watching, their current VOD, their current stream wasn't considered a previous broadcast. Okay, yeah, there we go. Recent broadcast. I'm gonna go to that. I'm gonna see if it popped up. Alright, let's see. I'm looking for it. While we're here, I'm gonna go ahead and run 1 minute ad. Just so we can have that done. Okay. Okay. Good news. Good news. It did show my email, but only the first 3 letters. So, literally the only information you would be getting is, hey, Katie has a Gmail with these 3 first letters. So, we are good. We are good, fellas. I'm still going to blur it in the YouTube VOD, but the Twitch VOD will be safe. I apologize to all of you VOD watchers who have to suffer through all this. I'm just a paranoid person to the point where I feel like I might have OCD or something like that. I don't know. But I'm just glad we're all done with that. Get some water. Okay, now we can go back to the plot. The plot being, betrayal. For a second time in a row. I actually don't know how many stages are in this chapter. But I will hope might be finishing it tonight. I mean, I probably would have finished it tonight if it wasn't for all the scuff. A pair of long-barrel revolvers that once accompanied sisters through countless afternoons at the shooting range, or rather, former sisters. Oh boy! Oh hey, okay, never mind. No danger. No danger. But we're still apparently fighting, apparently. Let me double check my OBS again. And stream manager. Cool. When the ad timer gets to like about 10 minutes, I'm gonna run a 3-minute ad. So it might be after this and the next stage. So stage 21, ground zero. What is this description? Farewell, Igor! What is this description, man? Nala's tears has dried up. Elia looks around and frowns.
I guess you haven't had an easy time either.
Rain and blood.
I have bad news. Igor's just started a rebellion.
Huh?
Leah strides forward.
He's got an army.
What's the situation at their base?
Not good. There was fighting and bloodshed. Lots of it. The rebels must have won.
She takes a long swig of liquor in an attempt to steady her emotions.
Those traitorous bastards. What about La Pera? Did she defect too?
All I know is that she was sent to the Colonel's manor earlier. But why would Igor, if Lepera's also joined the rebellion?
Worse than expected.
The old fart set us up.
A bully figure appears in the entrance to the veteran's residence. It's Duncan! Lepera's thrown on his back.
She's injured!
Mr. Carson?
It's Duncan, kid.
Oh yeah,
That's not important. Lopera needs medical attention.
This is the first time that Virgin is finally meeting Mr. Duncan this entire chapter. The only one who actually did meet him was Sumpabee earlier. Oh, by the way, Sumpabee is still over at the town. She's still over at the town. And I'm scared for her.
I'm fine. Damn you, Igor.
Waking up from her deep slumber, White Rum looks around to see the courtyard and disarray and an injured Lepera. As Duncan gently places Lepera on a chair, she races up to her.
Oh, my darling little buccaneer. Who did this to you?
Lepera, could you tell us what happened?
Bloody and dirty, yes, but her injuries aren't serious. She only has a few scrapes and bruises. However, her eyes are swollen, as if she's just been crying.
Igor. He took Doris.
First, Xeno soldiers trying to take Kimberly. Then Igor orders the kidnapping of Dr. Doors.
So, are you going to go after him? Yes, but you should stay here. Igor still wants you.
Igor mustn't succeed.
We'll come back for you later. Okay.
What now then, Capitan? There are no Foundation branches nearby. If we request reinforcements, they'll be too slow to arrive.
Then we go ourselves.
Count me in. I have to talk to Igor. He owes me an answer.
Lepera grits her teeth.
White Rum, could you take us to the Xeno base?
Anything to save the dock. Anchors away, mateys.
You know what's kind of ironic? I used to be super paranoid about my audio being captured, about the game audio being captured, and then I got my stream deck and I was like, oh yeah, everything's all solved. And then I apparently immediately screwed something up and now I'm like double paranoid that something's going to go down. Meanwhile, I'm just as paranoid about this story. Back at the Xeno base, the rebels are organizing the final stages of their retreat.
You screwed up.
It's just a minor setback.
Minor setback? You had a tool. You had the perfect tool of this entire thing to control a succubus. A nice, big, hefty woman who will slice and slay for you. And then you screwed that up and you lost the toy. And by lost the toy, I mean the toy was destroyed. So now we can't even control Antonella anymore. So yes, you did in fact, in her terms, screwed up. But I'm not agreeing with their plan. I'm just saying that yes, you did screw up badly.
Bazar isn't happy.
Look, I'll deal with her, okay? Next time,
His defeat is a consequence of his own arrogance. It's a bitter pill to swallow.
There won't be a next time. We can't just waltz into the Foundation and take her. Anyway, are the aircraft ready?
Yeah. Father and the doctor will be boarding soon. Who is she anyway?
I don't know.
Her answer is honest. She rarely questions her father. Her duty is to obey and execute, while holding on to a sliver of her own sense of justice.
Looks like Father hasn't told you everything either.
You should never entrust all the pieces of a puzzle to a single hand.
Huh? All this time with Father's made you quite enigmatic. There's a charm in mystery, you know.
Around them, soldiers are busy transporting supplies and burning sensitive documents in fires.
Are you not coming with us on the helicopter?
Someone has to stay behind and organize the retreat. You go ahead with Father. I'll join you later.
Sometimes I just don't understand you, mon dear.
Oftentimes, I don't understand myself either. Perhaps that's why Father always keeps me close. Just get going. I'll take up the rear.
The sound of gunfire echoes from outside the courtyard. But she pays it no mind, whether it's an internal conflict or a counterattack from the Foundation. It doesn't matter.
Ma'am, we're under attack!
Don't get entangled with the enemy. Focus on the evacuation. How many hostiles are there?
3! And the sailboat! A sailboat? What is this? The age of exploration or something?
One of them is flying some kind of aircraft. Oh, she's fast! 2 squads are currently engaged with her in Courtyard A2!
So, you're just going to leave me here in San Paulo, huh?
2 rebels break through the defense line and rush over to her.
Where's Igor?
Her hands are bloody, the muzzle of her gun stained red from the repeated use of her arcane skill. No sign of the Admiral, only the unwelcome sight of her older brother.
You've grown taller since we last met, dear little sister.
There's a hint of malice in his voice.
Whoa, whoa. Don't look at me like that. I don't care what you do. Come home or stay with the timekeeper. I won't stop you.
Get out of my face.
She raises her rifle. This scene looks all too familiar. Time to execute another traitor. But someone steps in front of her.
Molly.
Miss Moldia, it's unfortunate that we have to meet again under these circumstances.
We've simply chosen different paths, Timekeeper. I suppose the next time I see you will be in Antarctica. Telemi, go join Father. I can handle this.
Her brother turns and leaves.
Molly. Why?
The remaining soldiers gather around the lieutenant, their weapons raised.
Forgive me. I can't let you pass.
Maldor issues a command to her remaining soldiers.
Soldiers, take aim.
I didn't even say your name. You're probably hearing of what happened in the story, maybe. Okay. Alright, so we're back to the normal stuff. Alright, Trubius, you know what to do. You're going to murder.
Hey, hello there.
Oh, yeah. That's her.
What on earth is Igor trying to do?
We are soldiers. It's our duty to follow orders, not question them.
Molly.
Hold the entrance at all costs. They must not reach the Admiral.
Yeah, it's best, darling. Yeah, Mulder. Mulder. The sister. Or I guess ex-sister now.
Be serious. Stay focused.
Hold on. Yeah, okay, I got that right.
Off your legs. Say hello.
Crossed you with the armor before. No need to worry.
Damn it.
Good timing.
Be serious. Stay focused. Off your legs.
Penetrate.
Stop lightning.
Sterilize. The reticent woods are watching you.
Be serious. Stay focused.
Wear gloves. Get out of here.
I weave the gown with thorns. You shall repay with sacrifice of wounds.
I'm losing my patience.
Just like in the train.
Good timing.
Off your legs. Oh, don't worry. I have prepared it all. I have prepared it all.
Huh? It's already over?
The battle ends. Not one of Mulder's soldiers have survived. She falls against the wall, blood oozing from her forehead and shoulder. Faced with her sister's gun, she cannot, or perhaps doesn't want to, move. There's sorrow in her eyes as her gaze meets her sister's.
I don't ever want to see you again.
As the bullet casing falls to the ground, so too does a tear.
We couldn't halt Igor's escape. More rebels came at us following the gunfire, and we were forced to flee the base. We failed.
Well, that's a downer of a cliffhanger. What the heck, bro? Sophia! I recognize that gorgeous red locks anywhere! Sophia! I have a perfectly normal love for Sophia. Anyway, stage 22, the Roaring 40s. Summer ends here. The icy sea begins. Let me double check my OBS. Sophia!
You made the right choice.
We simply followed their guidance, creature. Unfortunately, we failed to bring the succubus. But I did bring you this, and Miss Earth as well.
Sophia! Sophia! The preacher! Preach, sis! Amen! I love you!
No, Admiral. Not you. Us.
Sophia! The beautiful woman! I love you! I love you! What? And she has penguins!
We all need the miracle they bestow.
My men will not wear the masks, nor will they take the trials. We need no trials to test the loyalty of my children, Preacher. And for now, Miss Earth will stay under my protection.
As you wish.
The preacher agrees to all of the Admiral's requests. It doesn't matter. None of it matters. She looks southward across the sea.
Until next time, Admiral.
The preacher takes the relic left by the Mother of Restoration and bids farewell to the Admiral.
Father, I shot at Lopera.
Shooting is one thing, whether the boy hits the heart on the ground is another. To the Admiral, however, it is unimportant.
I have to be honest, Father. I don't fully agree with your decision. At least not on a personal level.
You are entitled to your opinion, Lieutenant. But I don't need your approval.
I understand. You only need my obedience.
Precisely.
Had you anticipated that Lopera wouldn't come with us?
She is inconsequential. She helped us retrieve Earth from that Brotherhood farce. That's all I needed from her.
But the Brotherhood... With all due respect, Admiral, I've heard they have connections with our friends at Manus Vindictae.
She finds it hard to call those they once again fought against friends. Treason is a stain not easily washed clean.
I thought you'd make the same choice she did.
No. I will always follow you, Father.
Just let her be.
A lone seagull glides across the sky, calling out as it flies to the warm north. Igor pats his daughter on the shoulder.
Now, bring me Dr. Doris.
Father.
She dutifully leads the doctor to her father and leaves the two alone.
I don't know you, sir. You must have mistaken me for someone else.
No, I couldn't possibly mistake you, old friend. In the last days before the millennium, we fought side by side.
Oh? Memories flood the weather holes of the old Admiral's mind.
In hindsight, that battle may have been a mistake. The storm swept across the world, leaving behind an era of chaos, and we lost our future.
The Admiral has never been fearful of sacrifice, especially when he has served the grander goal.
But now, another path lies before us. One that we once fought desperately against. A path paved by Arcana. A path leading to a world free of conflict. My old friend.
Sadly, she cannot comprehend even a fragment of these words. She's simply Dr. Doors, nothing more. Let me guess, Amisha!
That marble chair the Foundation gave you. What's the secret behind it? What happened to you after you pressed that button?
Nothing.
Do you remember what happened? after you walked into that white house.
I'm sorry. I don't know anything about that.
She's stubborn, but answers honestly. The old Admiral sighs and pour out a stock of ill-tuned magazines from his coat. They were not for his own reading.
My dear Miss Earth, your name continues to show up between the occurrences of the storm. I don't know what you've encountered, what you've experienced in all this time, but your very existence is about to change the fate of us all.
That wasn't even the end! Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Oh boy. I'm gonna do the conch shell first. But first, it's 12 minutes. Oh! Erd, you are a McDonald's worker! Oh, are you a first-time chatter? If you are, that is the best first-time chat! Welcome to the stream, cabinet! I am so glad I saw that before I was about to run a 3-minute ad. Hope you're doing good. I hope you're enjoying the stream. Oh boy! That was so funny. That was so hilarious. Well, I mean, OBS is saying first time chat. But let's pretend that it is the first time. Either way, I told myself that when we get to the 10-minute mark, I'm gonna run another 3-minute ad. And then we will continue with the rest of this chapter. I don't know how many stages we have left, but I'm still going downhill for it. So I'll see you after the ad in 3, 2, 1. Do let me know what you get. Ba 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 ba. Erd, you have now been hired by Wendy's. Oh, that's hilarious, already so hilarious. Oh, thank you, Lodor, for the hydrate. I will hydrate. Oh yeah, Lodor, have you seen the new forward emote? I don't know if you have. But we have salutes now. Man, you two! Okay. Let me point out something that both of you have in common. You both are not getting the ads, and you have the Raging Wolf helm. Those are the only things you two have in common. So I don't know if the Raging Wolf helm is the one thing that everybody who's not getting ads have in common. That's so weird. But yeah, that's so hilarious. Cabinet, you're so funny right off the bat. Which, by the way, the funny thing about that line, I literally just went to Wendy's today to get some Oreo Frosty and some nuggets. Because I went to the dentist yesterday, so today was going to be my treat day. So I literally just got Wendy's earlier today. And they were good, mind you. But yeah, I have been meaning to make the Hoffman salute emote for a long time. And I finally got around to doing it before I started this chapter. And I'm like, yes, finally got it. It'll now be immortalized. Yeah, apparently the wolf helm, the helmet, it's a literal helmet. But against ads, apparently. I swear, if I find a third person who's like, I'm not getting ads, and they also have the wolf helm, then that pretty much confirms it. It pretty much would confirm it. We got 20 minutes left on the act countdown that I have on my phone. I mean, we will resume. But man, this entire chapter is wild. Yeah, thank you. It took me ages to get the arm right, by the way. It took me ages to get the arm correctly. Welcome back from the ads! I hope it was a very good ad. But apparently not for Lotto and Cabinet, because they do not even get the ad. And I'm theorizing now that it's because of the wolf helm. But yeah, it took me forever to do the salute emote, because I was like trying to figure out the door in hand. But other than that, I think I did pretty good. Like, you can easily tell that's Hoffman. And I feel like that's a kudos towards the first 1999 for being able to make a character that is so recognizable that you can make a chibi form of it. Alright, let's check out the conch.
I have some news you'll be happy to hear.
Oh boy! I'll spare you 1 minute.
Trust me, you'll wish you had more than a minute for this. It involves a mutual friend of ours, a long-lost acquaintance you've been searching for. Doctor, writer. She goes by many titles, just like you and I. Sadly, in her current state, her brain capacity is limited. It's just like after that fateful battle ended. Few survived to remember her awe-inspiring feats. Now, this kind-hearted doctor has become a crucial part of another wicked scheme, of which our dear Admiral is well aware.
What does he know?
An orchestra without a conductor can barely play a symphony. Recognizing that missing vital piece, the Admiral seized the opportunity without hesitation. Experience gives a veteran his scars, yes, but also a scrap of wisdom. He knew he should gain the upper hand in this one-sided gamble.
Go on!
Your minute's up. Time certainly does fly, doesn't it? I'll be back when there's a new development. Stay alive if you can. I'd like to keep reading reports for you.
Captain, stop firing such and such fire stuff! Introducing the new 99 meal at Wendy's. If you're looking, you just survive a storm, this meal will fix you right up. That is so hilarious. Okay, now we gotta get, I think, doors. Hold on. Okay, this will be doors last fine. And if I'm taking this blinking one as the only one that I'm not getting, that means we have, including this one that I'm about to get, we have 2 left. So I'm gonna get this, which will go towards doors final one. And then I gotta get one more full of para. And then that's everybody. What did the storm say to the Arcanist? Got no timeline! Everyone you know and love is dead! Yay! I feel like you and I were getting along well. I love it. A strangely shaped typewriter. The only weapon this doctor had in her battle with fate. Okay, this has to be the final stage. The final curtain. It will be so rude if you need a stage this, and it was not the final stage. The final oh, now we're finally going back to the foundation. I was wondering why this building was here. Stage 23. The final curtain. Everything's a mess! Everything has come to an end! Perhaps there's still a chance! Yay! Depression! I got one more? You're kidding! Wow. They really named this one the final curtain, even though it's not the final one.
I never knew that so many people lived on the river.
Sapame! Oh, I'm so glad you're alive. I mean, I know you're a playable character, and it would be a travesty if you specifically died. Literally would cause the entire online war. But I'm just glad that you're okay. I just hope you don't have trauma right now, though.
I saw them tie plastic bottles to planks to make a bridge. And then they crossed the river as if they were walking on a row of puff-puff fish.
Sapabee's shelter life has given her a few chances to witness the struggles of those on the verge of hunger. But ever since she came to consciousness on the water's edge, that same question has lingered in her heart. Sapabee! I don't know if I'm laughing because I genuinely do find that funny, or if I still got some of the laughing gas from when I went to the dentist yesterday. I don't know why, but it just immediately got me cracking up. Sup for me! Oh my god. Oh my god. Sup for me. Suffering a junk. Oh my god. Suffering a junk. People are dying and I'm laughing over here. I'm gonna drink some water. Oh my god. That really got a lot out of me. You know what would have made that a lot more hilarious? If I had gotten that all the way in chapter 3 when Suppabee, wait no, chapter 4, when Suppabee was a hat hanger. Hi Focus! You just missed a banger of quotes from cabinets. It was insane and hilarious. This is the end of an era, but you still giggled. Yeah, I think I like you, Cabinet. I think I like you. She restrains herself from voicing it. Duncan's well known in the Favelia, and everyone keeps telling her, yes, that old man is Duncan from the Veterans Residence. It's like she's trapped in some sort of dream.
I know what you're thinking, little lady.
Oh, thank you, Cabinet. Thank you. I like to think I'm cool.
But I am Duncan. My ID card, my military record, my medals. They all prove it.
I still have a theory about Mr. Duncan. It's an insane theory. So, let me tell you, Cabinet, my theory about Mr. Duncan is that he is Mr. Duncan. He went through all of this, went through like the war and stuff like that, and then somehow he time traveled to before 1929. Yes, exactly. He's Carson. He time traveled all the way over there, and then he meets the family of Sumpabees, and he's like, you know what? Can I work for you guys? I'll be your butler. And then he goes through all of that, and then he realizes, oh, Sumpabee is the same Sumpabee. I'm gonna protect her. I'm gonna be Mr. Carson. And it's like a paradox. I forgot what's the name of this paradox. I meant to look this up. I think it's like a bootstrap paradox or something like that. But like it's a specific paradox. Because the only reason he knows what a Mr. Carson is? It's because Sumpabee in the future told him about that. And when he goes back in time, and it's like, oh, I'm Mr. Carson. Then I'm gonna go by Mr. Carson. And it's like, he wouldn't have known about that name if he didn't see it from the future. And that's my theory about this man. Therefore, Mr. Carson is in fact playable. And I'm still going to hang on to that theory until they debunk it somehow. Because normally, like right now, normally this would be debunking my theory right now. Except, right first 1999, you have dug your own grave. You're a time traveling game. So it's very possible. Extremely possible. Highly likely. But yes, he's also a car's son. So technically speaking, that joke, Captain, that joke is exactly my theory. He's the son of a paradox. The Mr. Carson paradox.
As for your friend, Mr. Carson, listen, I know it's hard, but at some point we have to move on.
It also means really harsh feelings, by the way. It means really bad feelings, by the way, because he's saying this. But if my theory is correct, he's telling Mr. Sumpabee about his future self in the past.
Thank you for the advice. It's just...
Pardon me.
You know what would have been nice? If we were able to get a picture of Mr. Carson, grab that picture, show it to Mr. Duncan alongside a mirror, and be like, tell the difference between these two pictures, please. They're the same picture. Right first, old man, exactly. Exactly, Cabinet. The Foundation staff member gently pushes open the door.
My apologies for interrupting. Miss Sotheby, I heard about what happened in the favela. Thanks to your efforts, Zeno has been able to recruit a new group of spirited youths.
The staff member then turns to Mr. Duncan. Sumpabee gives a proud nod. She's more than just a pretty dress. She did her very best to help her friends in the favela while the others were busy with their missions. You know, the missions that they failed and people died. Hi, Clara! Man, we are getting a lot of good chatters in here today. Hope you're doing good. I hope everyone is doing good. I'm having a good time.
Mr. Duncan, we need to record your information and cross-reference it with that of Mr. Carson, who was lost during the storm of 1929.
Yes! I'm so glad they're bringing up this even more.
It's bewildering, isn't it? How could there be another Mr. Carson?
Time travel, Sumpabee. It's a paradox.
1929?
Oh! Does he have anything? Oh, sorry if I'm being loud. That's just how my voice is. I'm like so excited, you know. A fervent era, full of ambition, dreams, and madness. Okay. So, the only way for this to, like, prove my theory, in order for this to prove my theory, because it's 1929, either he'll say, I wasn't even alive in that era, or, hey, I remember specifically meeting a strange man back in this time.
Please come with me, Mr. Duncan. It won't take long. After that, you'll need to initiate the procedures for your re-enlistment in the Zeno Arms Academy.
Thank you, Clara. Sometimes I get worried about my voice. I mean, at least you're saying it's loud and not that it's weird. Because many streams ago, there was this very rude chatter who came in with like, wow, you taught so well for being a deaf person. And it immediately got me emotional, so it just kind of kicked them out afterwards. So yeah, thank you.
While the set procedures are underway, the rehab center will take care of the injuries you sustained in Sao Paulo. Welcome back to our cause.
What, you're not even going to talk more about it?
There have been many cases like yours.
its theory is that the storm basically places you in a different era, and your appearance has changed, and you don't remember former life. Oh. Yeah, that could explain a lot of the characters who've just vanished during the storm. Living sometimes. Yeah, so technically speaking, Snyder is still alive. Snyder is still alive with that theory. She's just in a different form. Preferably one that doesn't die again. So that actually would be a cool theory. And if what I think is true, because connecting with that, Doors. Because apparently Doors has been everywhere, apparently, in a lot of different places. I wonder if... Let's say that theory is true. Doors is taken from the storm, but she is placed over. She only has half of the memories, so she is still able to, like, record and go through all this. But, like, her appearance still changed, but she just have different memories and stuff. That's actually a really good theory, and it explains why the blind lady from the island died, but then we see her again here in this chapter. That would be insane.
Politicians, singers, the list goes on. The Foundation compared them to photos from the 90s. While their appearances had changed, they were undoubtedly the same person.
I love how I'm saying all this, and then they immediately said, hey, while their appearances have changed, they were undoubtedly the same person. These words leave Duncan feeling puzzled. Is my theory correct? Is Camden's theory correct? This place is strange, and your language is even stranger.
Hey, isn't that Lieutenant Lilia?
Elia is sauntering down the hallway, swinging on her flask. Yeah, stop stealing our theories, random Foundation lady. You're just an NPC. You'll steal for extermination. Where are you getting all these gems from?
This is an alcohol-free zone, Lieutenant Lilia. Please try to follow the regulations.
Oh, did I just wander into another dry zone? Great. So many rules and regulations. Oh, how boring.
Has Lopera arrived?
She's in her room right now. Vertin managed to secure her some rest time before her interrogation. Poor girl. Honestly, no one deserves to go through what she has. It's even worse than being cooped up and buried in paperwork.
Clerical work is essential too.
She gives an awkward smile at this mockery of her work. Elia cheerfully pats her on the shoulder and turns back to Duncan.
Well, good luck, Comrade Duncan. Don't forget to stretch your hand between signing papers.
She'd rather ride her red 38 until her legs went numb than be stuck in the office all day. Oh yeah, for sure, I want the Unilog lore. Cause I remember being shocked that they actually brought up the stamina lore during one of the previous chapters. That apparently, if humans took that, they would kinda slightly die. And that's sort of what happened to Hoffman. Cause I remember going through that entire thing and reading some of the lore on that, and then when I went over to redeem more stamina, I realized it was the same name, the Precrasma, and it was like, oh my goodness, this is what almost killed Hoffman. Yes, they need to make that merchandise. They need to make merchandise out of that.
You also need to write a report, Lieutenant Lilia. Our executives are quite curious to know how you managed to escape the rebels' custody.
Oh, you know, murder!
Moldir, the woman in charge of the base, had one of her guards release me.
Oh, never mind. Not murder. Molder. There's a few syllable difference. Molder's order saved Elia's life.
You mean to say that Moldir, the lieutenant who's joined the rebellion, set you free?
I think so. At least that's what the guard told me.
Speaking of Argus, I am really hoping that one of these days they'll finally add the hotel event to the reflections. Cause I had not done the hotel event. I mean, this chapter straight up spoils everything about it to me. And I'm like, what do you mean?
Lieutenant Mulder,
Flashback!
Take care.
I'll be sure to make note of that. And of course, please specify this in your written report as well. This is very important, Lieutenant. If she's having doubts, then we may still have a chance to win back Igor's rebels. Or at least some of them.
Vice President Constantine! Oh no. Makes a long overdue call with the Pat's house. This woman! I have literally not seen this woman since chapter 4. I hate this girl.
Igor fooled us all with his rebellion. It's been confirmed that the Dr. Doras he took is none other than Miss Erd.
Yes! I think that's what we'll call her from now. Constipated! Because I literally cannot say her name for the longest time. Constipated!
The motives behind his actions, however, are still unclear. While only a small number of the Xeno soldiers chose to join his rebellion, I believe it is necessary to urge the Xeno Arms Academy to strengthen the discipline of their members.
She removes a white chess piece from the board in front of her.
No need to worry about that. Xeno will handle it themselves.
So I had a theory all the way at the beginning of when I first started streaming this game, that the first conch narrator is the president. That the president is the voice behind the first set of conch narrations. And then when we got to the island, we changed narrators, and I was like, who the heck is this person? And I don't know who the third narrator is, but that third narrator was pretty cool.
If that's your judgment, then I have no objections. On a separate note, Moth, our mole planted within Manus Vindictae, has sent us some new information.
Yeah, you're right.
No need to worry about that. Xeno will handle it themselves.
Yeah, the narrator was deeper. Cause, like, it's 3 different narrators so far, originally 2. It was the ones from chapter 1 to chapter 4. And then chapter 5 came, and it's like, hey, we got a new narrator person! And then from that to chapter 7, we certainly changed to this gruff man. Oh, really? I didn't know that. That's cool. Interesting.
The Manus are sending supplies, personnel, and weapons in huge numbers to the south. It appears our suspicions were correct. Manus Vindictae is preparing a ritual to draw forth another storm.
Ooh, it's the same as Oh, you mean Igor's voice actor changed. Either you mean, hey, it's the same voice actor, or you mean, hey, Igor's also changed. Well, in regards to Igor, I genuinely have no idea. I literally only just met this man, like, last month. Cause I was behind this for like an entire year. I was behind. Yeah, I was so behind for an entire year. I could not finish chapter 5 for an entire year. But now I finally finished it, so now I'm catching up.
The location of Jerry Wilson provided by Miss Lucy confirms that the Manus are moving toward Antarctica. Additionally, it's now clear that some of the arcanist organizations, including the Apostles' Brotherhood, have been assisting the Manus through criminal activities such as smuggling and human trafficking.
She advances the black pawn on the chessboard.
All very valuable information. How's the timekeeper doing?
Oh, you know, same old trauma.
She's stable. It's worth noting, however, that she brought back a succubus from the Manus. She requested that we revoke the arrest warrant for the succubus and grant her all the rights enjoyed by Team Timekeeper, in accordance with the Storm Reformation Manpower and Discipline Act.
Well, to be fair, the only issue was that she could be easily controlled. But now that's gone. 14-time leaper trauma stormborn. Exactly.
I've consented to her request.
Excellent. She's the ideal person to keep watch over the succubus.
Very good, sir.
About Igor. The late Admiral Igor of the Xeno Arms Academy will be duly honored in the headquarters Hall of Merit.
Well, I mean the typo is still really good though. Time Leaper. Still funnier than Timekeeper. Also, what do you mean the late? Did he die immediately after that?
His great achievements and remarkable service deserve to be remembered.
Or are they just saying, hey, we don't want people to think badly of Igor, so we'll pretend that he died and we're honoring him. Yeah, they're pretending he's dead.
That's all for now.
I do not want to see another CG of your face, woman. The Admiral's betrayal has already cast a lasting shadow over the optimistic 90s. But the news that even after losing their leader, the madness are gathering once again is even more worrying.
Bert.
London, Lima, Ushuaia.
Okay, is she listing all the places that we eventually went through and the different events? You know, the events that I did not do. Because I know one of them was London. So the other two are probably other places. The Foundation's reports detail many cases like Dunk. Wow. That's going to be fun and interesting. You know, it'll be really cool because Snyder was playable in the beta. And then they killed her off. It would be so cool if they do the same similar thing as Duncan. They made it so it's like, Snyder? But it's like technically a different person. But it's the same situation as Mr. Duncan. Also, gotcha, we have not been to Lima yet. One familiar face after another, turning to someone else. The storm has brought everyone with it to the bright and hopeful 90s.
A report from Colombia. The mugshots of Pablo Emilio Escobar Gaviria do not match those archived. Similar anomalies have appeared for other notable figures.
Yeah, Igor went from Igor to Aunt Nord. So funny. Also, I hope this means that we will eventually reunite with 888 and 210, because those two were, pretty handsome. And it'll be pretty cool to see them in, like, different forms. That'll be cool. There are many such cases. But the most pressing issue right now is Igor's actions. Yeah, 8 plus 8 times 8, yeah.
Why did Igor abduct Miss Erd? And why does he want Kimberly?
One question leads to another, but the answers remain a mystery.
And where are Igor and his army going? Why did they defect?
It's a maze of questions and clues. And there is no Waxwing to peer over his walls, and no Fred to guide the way out.
Mr. Carson, who was reversed by the storm of 1929, has somehow reappeared in 1990.
Yes, I'm so glad they're pointing this up. If only there was some way to look beyond the towering walls of this maze and see things for what they truly are.
Or maybe there's more to it.
A person pulled under by the river isn't always swallowed. They often wash up on another shore. Possibilities, more possibilities. Crows gather and drive away the doves, and by the dry, decaying fountain, they peck at the rainwater.
Could it be that?
She makes a bold guess!
The storm doesn't kill people.
Yes!
At
least, not physically.
Yes! That's what I've been thinking this whole time! But yeah, not gonna lie, I didn't even think they were assuming other things. I genuinely did think, I genuinely did believe that they did not actually die. Their spirits were just taken away. But apparently I didn't realize that they were all assuming something else. But I guess at some point I got tangled up with that too. But yes, the storm doesn't kill people. It just yoinks them. Cause like here's the thing. If we remained behind while the rest of the world is reversed in time, wouldn't the, no pun intended, the reverse be true for the people that we saw went away? They reversed 1999. The storm reversed. While we are staying in the world that's being reversed, the world that's being reversed is also being reversed itself. I don't know. Also, I kinda wish they gave us the age of Mr. Duncan, because I so badly want to know if he genuinely was born or something else. Anyway, apparently this is the actual final stage, and we're at almost 2 hours into the stream. And I want to point out that I said this at the beginning of the stream, that if I finish this chapter super early, like an hour early, I may start like an end the code or something. Either start an end the code or just raid someone else early. We'll see. In fact, you know what? Considering that we actually have a decent amount of viewers, we are going to do the very first poll of my channel. So, congratulations everybody. I'm gonna make a poll while I'm going through this last stage. I'm gonna make a poll. And I'm gonna add a door option. Well, no, I'm not gonna add a door option. I'm gonna have this set for 2 minutes. Cause it'll take me a while to go through all of that. Okay. I'm gonna start the poll, and then I'm gonna get back to the chapter. So, what to do after finishing the chapter? Either start and end the code, or end and raid someone else. So there you go. The very first poll on my channel. Blah. So feel free to go vote on it. I'm gonna leave that hanging. Okay. Stage 24. Monologues. A person is the total sum of their past. Oh, he's 61 years old? Dang. That's almost as old as what Mr. Carson was. LaPera picks up her gun and loads the bullet, one by one.
1, 2,
no!
3.
Baby! Baby! No! Not the dead eyes! Not the dead eyes! No enemies! No targets! No opponents! She has never raised her gun so aimlessly before. She's lost like a hunter in the wilderness with no place to go and no home to return to. Yeah, exactly. She's all of us when we lose the 50-50. Terrible shame. That was me when I lost to Arcus trying to get Leon. Oh.
Shots on target.
3 bullets are shot, but they leave only 1 hole. Low para. Low para, for real.
1, 2, 3.
Empty shells fall. Bullets are reloaded.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, wow! 2 minutes just passed by that quickly, huh? The poll ended. The resources started and the code. Awesome! I'll definitely have to start another poll to decide which end code we will start. But I'm excited. I'm excited. Let me make sure. Okay, just making sure I close all of this. Cool. Because I have a couple of characters unlocked for the anticodes, but I haven't done any of them yet. The room is riddled with bullet holes. Man, that's gonna be a large bill. La Para is numb. She mechanically pulls the trigger. The gun doesn't respond. At least she's not doing a Russian roulette.
Lies. Deception. Betrayal.
She loosens her grip, and the revolver falls to the floor.
You planned to kick me out. Right from the very beginning, didn't you?
Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Lador. A plan that never included her. Alright, awesome! Congrats on the studies! Go to bed! Have a good night, Lador! Hope to see you next time!
Or did you never even trust me in the first place? Was this all some kind of game to you? Molly?
She's lost. Lost and alone. Nothing but herself and the hollow sound of the wind blowing through the window. The way that I already saw this screenshot when I was trying to go through everything for the thumbnails. I thought this was at Sao Paulo. I did not register the floor as the foundation. Jeez. She drops to the floor and curls up against the wall.
Why?
At the same crossroads.
Oh!
When the warm days grow cold, leaves are falling down to the ground. Fire can't burn down my past into ashes by now. In the melancholy tropic, we say goodbye. I see whispers in your eyes. In the melancholy tropic, we kiss goodbye. You will find someone in your life. You will find the love of your life.
Yay! Trauma! The end! What a way to end that chapter off! Man. We can finally get the last. Fine. Its owner has yet to come up with a more ingenious way to win, but at least it provided a yellow thrill whenever her trick worked. I'm gonna check this later. I'm actually going to read this when we start chapter 9. Probably next week. I just want to get that out of the way. It has accompanied me through every inch of this rainforest and beyond. We worked together, recording it all so people wouldn't forget what had happened. This one of mine rarely won against the other one in training, even during our last session. Anyway, isn't winning what matters? Do you really expect me to hand over control to the figure goddess of fate? Also, yeah, I would expect that there will be a full version of that song. It was insane. By the way, I was about to do a promo. I have a Discord server. It's a little bit scuffed, but I like to talk about Reverse 1999 in that Discord server. And sometimes it's like a good place to get updates on when I'm going to do another stream. Or if I'm sick and I'm like, oh man guys, I'm sorry. I have to skip. So if you're interested, do check that out. And then last but not least, Mr. Duncan. With 3 Brazilians, 2 Spaniards, 1 Argentine. You'll be surprised. But we were the most decorated Renaissance team in the unit. I love Mr. Duncan. Now, give me the rewards! Give me the rewards! Yay! Oh boy! She sails down the river of time, from the golden age of piracy to the end of the century. White Rum's travel log is now available. Oh! You know what? I'll do this on next stream. And I now have the ability to go to the next chapter. But not right now, I'm gonna save that for next stream so I can have an easy highlight. Alright, let me check the bank. I can't believe we actually finished the chapter today. Okay, I have 5 of these now. I need 5 more so I can do another temple to get more medicine pocket. So I do plan on doing an Andico as provided from the poll. Cabinet, what joke were you even trying to do this time? Plus? A plus sign? Is that the joke? A plus sign? Anyway. So I actually have 1 can. Keyboard input, yeah. I do want to do this one day, but I want to wait until after I do more of these events. So I actually don't know who to do. Apparently Sino has an Andico, which is intriguing. So the ones that I have unlocked, so far I have not played any of them. 37, Charlie was by accident. My mouse was double clicking and evidence redeemed that one. On Lee. And Regulus, keep in mind, even though it says completed, I was actually just skipping everything in the event so that way I can get their psych cubes. Oh, good to know. Noted. And then, technically, I can redeem another one among some of these guys. Because I like how they actually gave stories to the lower stars. So that's pretty cool. Oh yeah, Mesper. Yeah, it'll be cool to do Mesper. And apparently Deckers has one too. And then there's Blondie, Suppabee, Eagle. There's so many good options. You know what? Let's make Charlie our very first one. I was going to make a poll, but I'm like, you know what? I accidentally got Charlie. Might as well do Charlie's, you know? But first, I want to make a good highlight, because I want to make the Aniko public. But the Chapter 8 VOD will be unlisted until I finish Chapter 9. For YouTube, I mean. So I'm gonna do an ending speech first, and then I'm gonna cut it off for the highlight, and then I'm gonna do a new intro for the Aniko. So everyone please stay! All the lurkers please stay! I am not ending the stream. I'm just doing an ending speech for the highlight, for the VOD on YouTube. So, thank you to all the VODers, all the lurkers, and all the livers for this awesome Chapter 8. Wonderful chapter, and same plot twist. Was not expecting the Igor twist. Man. But at least we got Sophia! We got more Sophia content! So yeah, like I said earlier, I will be doing the Aniko on stream next. But I'm just doing this ending speech for the highlights so I can do 2 separate highlights. One for the Chapter 8 and one for the Aniko. So that way the Aniko can be public. So yeah, I'll see y'all next time! But everyone who is currently watching live, please stay! We still have an Aniko! Doo-doo!